Now, right now, law enforcement are keeping an eye on the campground that the Laundrie family stayed at days after Brian returned home without Gabby. You can see this is the map of the campsite, and it's circled right here in red. Now, 10 Tampa Bay's Angelina Salcido spoke to a camper that was next to them near that campsite and talked to a cold case investigator who says the fact that they went camping knowing Gabby was missing is bizarre.
The FBI is still looking into Gabby Petito's mysterious disappearance. While she was found dead, her fiancé and the only person of interest in this case is nowhere to be found.
Their biggest priority is certainly to find Brian Laundrie and bring him in safely and alive.
Cold case investigator Dr. Sarah Stein has worked cases for over 20 years. Stein says it's likely Laundrie is still alive and running.
Perhaps escape is too strong of a word, but certainly to hide.
The latest lead in the search for Brian Laundrie is bringing investigators here at the Fort DeSoto Campgrounds tonight. The gates are actually closed and only campers are being let in. The records show the Laundries went camping here just 5 days before Gabby Petito was reported missing.
That is deeply troubling that they decided to do that as opposed to going to law enforcement immediately. That is not a good sign that they chose to make that trip.
The Laundries were stationed at Campsite 1, now empty without a trace of them there. Check-in logs show the Laundries' next-door neighbor was Marcy Newsome. While she doesn't want to go on camera, she says she was shocked to learn they were there at the same time. In a selfie she took with friends, a man is walking in the background. Marcy says the resemblance to Brian Laundrie makes her uneasy.
Typically what we see with post-crime behavior is that offenders will go to locations that are very familiar to them and where they feel that they have a sense of control in their environment.
As time goes on, the possibility of Gabby's case going cold becomes more and more real. But Stein says any leads that come in will keep the search for Brian alive.
I don't think that finding out the absolute truth will be very likely, certainly unless they bring Mr. Laundrie in. And the second thing is, even if they do bring him in, again, it's his right not to speak with investigators, and he could remain silent.
Now, just a reminder, Brian Laundrie is wanted by the FBI for one thing, and that's using a debit card that wasn't his. That's it for now. He's still considered a person of interest in Gabby's disappearance. Teams are following up on tips everywhere, but they continue to look for him in Sarasota's Carlton Reserve.